The aria is the operatic equivalent of the soliloquy. It is a moment when the soloist is alone with the audience and can pour his heart out and express all that he has within him. It's usually a highlight, of course, of the evening, and we all have our favorite arias, and I have mine, of course, and one of them is an aria called Vesti la Giubba. It's from an opera called I Pagliacci, written by Ruggero Leoncavallo, premiered in 1892. It's a one-act opera, usually performed together with Mascagni's Cavalleria Rusticana. It concerns a traveling troupe of players, and the head of this troupe is a guy named Canio. Canio is married to Nedda, and Nedda is a much younger girl. He picked her up along the way on his travels, but she happens to be in love in a boy from town, Silvio. When Canio finds out about this, he is destroyed and shattered, and this aria comes out of that. He's expressing that it doesn't matter whatever's going on in your life, the show must go on. But he's dying inside, of course. This is another opera in the group of operas that make up the Verismo school, the realism, the very violent and red-blooded group of pieces that were a kind of antidote to the political and, yes, grand operas of Verdi and the like. So he's just missed catching this boyfriend, Silvio, and we hear the sounds of the beating of the drum, which is going to happen later that night. So it's like it's in his mind. First in the viola, then in the double bass is yata-ta-dum, yatam, yatam, and this unusual chord in the strings. Recitar mentre preso dal delirio non so più quel che dico e quel che faccio. Well, what is he saying here? Recitar, to perform while you're in a state of delirium. You don't know what to say or what to do, and these stabbing chords. And listen to this one in particular. Finally to get to C major, and yet it's necessary. Eppure d'uopo, force yourself. Bah, are you not a man? He looks at himself in the mirror after that sardonic laugh. Tu sei pagliaccio, you're a clown. And so the scene is set now for the main body of the aria. And the directions here, well, it's called an arioso. It's adagio, so very slow, and declaimed with pain, declamando con dolore. And we all know the tune. But what makes that so special? Well, listen to these notes. That one. You can hear the pain in that, right? And again. So he says, put on the costume and powder up your face. People pay and they want to laugh when they come to see us. And if Harlequin takes away your Colombina, you laugh, clown. And everybody applauds. La faccia la gente. Here the music moves forward. So that, and if Harlequin were to take away your Colombina, of course he's talking about his Nedda, these chromatic, full of hurt and heartbreak to this note, but you have to laugh. Ridi pagliaccio, applaudirà. Now the aria becomes a little bit more restless rather than painful. He says you have to turn into clowning all the spasms of despair and crying. All this this panting and all this pain must be turned into a grimace. And you say, and he says, laugh, pagliaccio, laugh, clown, even though your love has been broken apart, and then it's poisoned your heart. So listen how he builds this. He uses... So this music is almost like a spasm. Stretching this to the nth degree. The orchestra gives the accent. Incredibly difficult to sing, and it says a piena voce, in full voice, straziante. The word almost sounds like your throat is going to split open. Again, I play it. This triplet is amazing there. And with grande espressione, with great expression. T'avvelena. You notice the type of pronunciation that is just right for this music is very, very much in the front of the mouth, the lips. Che t'avvelena, poisons your heart. Il cor breaks down in tears. And it's the orchestra actually that finishes this. This is surprising, this change. And then comes back. Double bass is crescendo and end with almost a jab of the knife. That's verismo.